Hey good people, welcome to the channel. I'm Musically Malnourished and you're on my journey to go deep and wide in discovering new music and artists. Today, we are getting into Queen of the Murder Scene, the 2018 album from The Warning. This is a concept album. Now, I'm doing something very different than I've ever done. I'm actually filming this intro after having listened to the album because we just found out a couple of songs in that we needed to approach this a bit differently. With it being a concept album, I wanted to come in blind. I wanted to make sure I wasn't really spoiling much. That's something you guys gave me a tip, let me on the inside. What am I saying? You guys let me know. You gave me a heads up. So what you will find with this video, because typically as we do full album reactions, we listen to each song. I make some notes on my handy dandy notebook here. Things that stand out, and we talk about it after each track, and then we go see like what we can find out, whether it's interviews with the artists, insight into the lyrics, the production side of it. The things that I was finding were very vague for this, and I was trying to be very careful because I didn't want to ruin anything. And ultimately, the lyrical content is pretty straightforward as you're moving along. Obviously, they're kind of telling this narrative. So what you will find is I'm kind of at the beginning of the video doing what I typically do after each song. Somewhere around track 4, track 5, though, we decided to pivot and we really kind of just let it play through. I make a few comments along the way, but the best way is to just keep letting the narrative build and carry out. And ultimately, you'll find at the end, because even through some of the reading of how it was portrayed on Genius, I didn't fully follow with. And so I do kind of come to my own conclusion as to the progression of this album and how they carried it out. And so obviously I'll share those thoughts at the end of the video. But just wanted you to know so that if you're coming into this and you're kind of like, where is he going? What is he doing this? Just hang with me, okay? We get there. All that being said, hope you enjoyed the video. We listened to each track. Eventually we settle in and kind of just let it flow much more naturally. And if you want to skip to any specific parts, the timestamps are in the description. And we're going to have some other things like there was a video that was suggested that we found that's kind of a deep dive into the whole narrative. And it came very highly recommended. So we'll have that up on Patreon as well as any other live videos we can find. We already have stuff from their album Keep Me Fed. So we've got hundreds of hours of additional content from dozens of artists over on Patreon. It's the best way to support the channel. So if that's something you're interested in, feel free to take a look. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into The Warning, Queen of the Murder Scene. That bass line's so good. I love the way they're drawing those notes. Oh, they kind of rasp in her voice. Oh, those rolls. Double time. I don't speak Spanish, but we'll check it out after. You can hear the youth in her voice really well in that section. Forgot how much I love her voice. Now, I will do my best to delineate voices within this. One of the things I was most surprised to find out when I watched live versions over on Patreon was how much Paul was doing from the drums, how much singing, like it blew me away. And so I'll try to delineate some of that, but you guys can help me in the comments as well. The other thing that threw me off a lot the first time I heard them was a baritone guitar. I think it was that you guys told me, because there were so many times that I thought the bass was playing, but there was a baritone guitar tuned down. I don't have the best ear for that, so I'm trying, but don't hate me if I get it wrong. And our scene is red, you know, in honor of this album. All right, let's get in here for Dust to Dust, see if we can find any information out. Dust to Dust, first single and prologue of the story that's being told in the album. The story is about a crime that's being committed while the story is going on, and this takes the main character into a duality about what is good and bad. So underrated. Well, we'll see about that. Yeah, I mean, it's all pretty straightforward, you know, obviously setting the stage for wherever we're going. A really beautiful, like, haunting track. They just capture the feel that from the cover art to, you know, where I imagine the story is going. I do have some hints, but I really know nothing. That just kind of darker, almost gothic type feel. I don't know, it gives me Transylvania type vibes, but maybe that's just because I have an affinity for not werewolves, vampires. Love-hate relationship. All right, let's get into track 2, titled Crimson Queen.
There's something that you make me feel. Can't put my finger on it. The feeling leaves me trembling. I don't know what it is that you do. Makes a spark but doesn't stop the conundrum in my heart. I know love shows in mysterious ways. Still my screaming makes no sound, just silence out the roundabout. Yet there is no rose without its thorns. Prickled fingers are just part of the ways into the heart. I
Dude. The way she captures that like longing and, I don't know, operatic type sound. Voice is just big. What is that instrument? Reminds me of those like Asian type instruments. Did that melody and those chords just do something to me in my soul? One thing I forgot that I wanted to look up was if we can find out what the section was in Dust to Dust. The spoken part. Yeah, here it is, the interlude. Brother, the salvation, it is something that is earned. Release your hand of resentment and wake up to a new light. Inside you, although your brothers try to plunge you into the darkness. Wake up to a new light inside you, although your brothers try to plunge you into the darkness. Interesting. All right. Let's hop over here to Crimson Queen. Crimson Queen's the first song, chapter 1 of the album. Song is about a person that clearly is obsessed with someone, and that obsession is hurting his soul to the point that this person would do anything for him/her to love him. Was that in the admission that I am your Crimson Queen? There's something that you make me feel, can't put my finger on it. The feeling leaves me trembling. I don't know what it is that you do. Makes a spark but doesn't stop the conundrum in my heart. So obviously the person ignites something in them. I know love shows in mysterious ways, still my screaming makes no sound. Just silence at the roundabout, yet there is no rose without its thorns. Prickled fingers are just part of the ways into the heart. Can't always be there to stop all the bleeding, your words are misleading. There's more to it than just wishing to be found. 'Cause you are my fantasy, I don't know what that means, but I know that you bemuse my soul. It is almost this like strange infatuation. I don't know the meaning of that glance, the way that it seems to dance always leaves me in a trance. What's the reason for that smile you wear, wishing that it was for me, never made me feel so weak? Okay, this fantasizing that the affection was pointed toward that person. I can't always be there to stop all the bleeding, okay? Because you are my fantasy. And now, so here's to loving you. Raise the glass in front of you. Drink for me, I'll be your crimson queen. See, this is where I'm trying to figure out, because this seems like from the same perspective throughout the whole song. So is it that the queen, or does it switch perspectives? Guess we'll find out as we go on. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Like, it all seems from the same perspective throughout this, and so the person desiring to be the Crimson Queen seems to be speaking here, but the annotation or the thing down here makes it sound more like the person is obsessed with the someone that will become the Crimson Queen. But I don't know if it's a switch in the way this person's feeling, and then the response is, I'll be your Crimson Queen. All right. This is such a cool project for these young ladies to have come up with, man. All right, this is track number 3, UGH. Man, this reminds me of something. Yeah, they hit this dark rock so well. going to get a transition. Trying to figure out, it almost sounds like this place of feeling stuck. Yeah, the melody and cadence was just so cool. I don't have a lot of reference for like rock or hard rock. I've obviously, like, I've been dipping my toes into Pearl Jam. We just did Nirvana, Nevermind, done Soundgarden. We're gonna do Alice in Chains coming up. So, but I don't know if those all. I know some of those fall in like alt rock and grunge, very different from what's even here. So I haven't really gotten too much into rock. So I don't know, have a lot of context to pull from. It just, there are a few Guitar Hero songs I've played along the way in my life, that just some of that ba 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 na ba 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 na da 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 na 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 da da was just I don't know, conjured some memory, but such a cool sound. All right, let's see here. In second song from the first chapter of the album. This song, the obsession of this person is consuming her. She is afraid of what she is becoming. So this does seem to say that she is the one who has an obsession. All she wants is to get saved by this person. This person is being destroyed from the inside of her soul. And it's something that time won't heal. Take into account what it will take to break once and for all, as it is said in the last lines of the song. So there's so much more to this than that. Suppress the feelings, bite them back. Too many reasons caving in, choking on words that you won't give. So like things that are being suppressed, not being said. But it almost sounds choking on words that you won't give. Like, are they choking on them, or is the person choking that's not receiving them? Because it almost sounds like, if you were to say that somebody else is choking, that you're choking on words that you won't give. The idea that you have these feelings that you're suppressing, things that you should share, but you're not, you're choking on them. But I don't know if it's saying the other person, because you're not giving what they need. It's almost like they're choking because of words that you won't give. Now I am trapped within, slowly sinking in. Waves of never-ending terror stay forever. I am afraid to see what's become of me. The rope I'm walking on gets tighter. Cross the fire. Save me, because I'm falling down. I don't want to understand. I just want to hold your hand. The sadness tastes like yesterday, and time won't take the pain away. Become obsessed with what's destroyed. Break all the walls to fill the void. So it almost feels like, something is deteriorating, this relationship. The pain's not going away. Becoming obsessed with what was lost. And being trapped inside yourself and sinking in and like afraid of what you're becoming. This is not real, and what I feel is only making me reveal what it will take to make me break once and for all. All right, let's check out track number 4. How many are there in this album? It's 13 in all. Okay. Track 4, this is The One.
I'll do anything to make it happen. Tell me your secrets, what are you hiding? Remember me as I was before. It is something that I have decided, even if my intent is misguided. Don't want to be
See, I feel like it's a relationship that's not reciprocated, like it's an obsession. Yeah. Okay. I feel like the pieces are coming together better for me. Like a stalker.
There's no guarantee that he'll be forgiven, but it's just something that I am willing to do for you. There's nothing left to prove, and I wanna kill all the love that's for you, so only mine remains. There's nothing.
Oh gosh. Love that push up into the other octave. Dark melody, like up in her cathedral. Okay, I think we're going to approach this a little bit different from how I normally do things. With this album, the lyrical content is pretty straightforward. I mean, there's definitely some interesting things going on there that we can look at and talk about, but I think the narrative is really pushing forward and things are becoming more clear, and I don't necessarily want to spoil anything by looking into any further details, and I think I'm following it now. I was so confused at first. You know, especially I think it was one of the descriptions threw me off a little bit, but I feel like it's becoming quite clear. And even the album art makes a lot of sense now because they did such a good job with this like very innocent looking person with this longing in their eyes. And then obviously the shadow looking like Lord Sauron there. That there's something darker going on inside this person. So what I feel like is going on is she has this infatuation, which is interesting to put from the female perspective, you know, because at least in my head, that typically goes more toward the masculine, like a stalker and admirer. But putting in the female perspective, it adds this layer of like innocence, but there's obviously something very wicked going on within her. and this desire to be with this person that maybe she's encountered. It does sound like maybe to some degree they've encountered one another, but it also could all be very far off. And her desire to be with him and to be the only one, right? It even goes into this, where did she say? She said kill. So that basically she could be the only one that could possibly have his affection. See, fantasizing that something might happen. She even said, yeah, staring from afar. I want to believe you feel it too. I must have passed over it. Like, what do I need to change so you'll love me back? Is it all in my head? See, in this idea that I may not be forgiven for the actions I'm going to take, but like it's something I'm willing to risk. Like, I'm going to do this thing for you. I want to kill all the love that's for you, so only mine remains. There's nothing to choose. You'll look at me and only me. Yeah, okay. This is all coming together. So that being said, I think the way that I'm going to approach this is, and thank you for bearing with me up to this point. You guys are probably like, stop reading into it. That's just generally how we do things. But this album is very different. And so I think we're going to continue to let it play. And then, we'll stop it as we feel the need at the end of songs. But I think we're just going to keep letting this drama unfold and see where it takes us. Sound good? Sound like a plan? All right. Here we go. Let's go into track number 5. Which I'm sure it was written to kind of leave this like, what exactly is going on here? What's going on with this relationship? And then you start to feel like, oh wait, this relationship is way more distant. It's not like two parties actively working something out.
I love you so, 'cause I am yours and you are mine. I'll hold you, my dear. I'll hold you, my dear. I'll tie the rope, 'cause I am yours and you are mine.
Once their father was like, hey, you okay?
It's crazy how much I love you. It's crazy how much I want you. It's crazy. Oh, you don't even know. It's crazy how much I think about you. It's crazy how I can live without you. It's crazy how my love seems to
Fiddle in the nose. It's crazy.
I'm a maniac when it comes to you.
Double down.
With what we both could be. The possibilities. It's crazy how I need to have it. It's crazy. It's an ugly habit. Yes or no, whichever. I'll have you someday. I'll have you forever.
Oh, that's good. Love the cymbal work.
Look at me, my dear. Look at me, my dear. I love you so. Why don't you know that you are mine? Say I'm yours,
Yeah, she's just living in her own fantasy.
Say I'm yours, my dear. I'll lock the door before you go. Say it again. It's crazy how much I love you. It's crazy how much I want you. It's crazy. Oh, you don't even know. It's crazy how much I think about you. It's crazy how I can live without you. It's crazy how my love seems to grow. I'm a
Revealing your hand a bit. Man, this is really brilliantly put together because, like I said, it's kind of when you start the album, you're trying, at least for me, it was just a bit ambiguous. It was like, what exactly is going on here? I can tell there's some tension in this relationship, but you're trying to kind of figure out these dynamics, like you're dropped in the middle of this story, and then they obviously become much more clear as you keep progressing through these tracks. And even the way, in here, I said it was a bit on the nose because she was saying it's crazy, all these things. And then she literally says, I'm a maniac. It's like, oh, okay. Yep. Making it quite clear for us. Really, really cool, man. Okay. Let's let it keep rolling. Track 6.
Tell me what I must do to atone for what I did to your soul. Tell me to step over fire. What is your desire? 'Cause it is done.
Oh, those little I love those little bump.
Invisible, I am bleeding. I'm pleading. Listen to me. I know that it was just a mistake, but you don't forgive and you don't forget. Yeah, you don't forgive. To tell you, to tell me, to tell you that it's alright. When we take another step closer to our demise. To tell you, to tell me, to tell you that it's alright. But we know it ain't.
Okay.
'Cause your red hands never fade. Whoa, whoa, oh, oh, oh. Whoa, whoa, oh, oh, oh.
Like she's looking for validation in her decisions for what she's wanting to do.
Was it a matter of pride? If it's the price of betraying, what is it I'm paying? It's overdue. Your reason is overdue. Come on, I just want the truth. Do I resemble the rage and the chains that tie you down? I know that it was just a mistake, but you don't forgive and you don't forget. Yeah, you don't forgive. To tell you, to tell me, to tell you that it's alright. When we take another step closer to our demise. To tell you, to tell me, to tell you that it's alright. But we know it ain't. 'Cause your red hands never fade.
Is that the end of like blood on your hands? Like you can't take it back? Red hands never fade?
To tell you, to tell me, to tell you that it's alright. When we take another step closer to our demise. To tell you, to tell me, to tell you that it's alright.
let it roll.
Please don't hide from me. I see through the fake smile that you've been wearing around. Don't lie to me. I see through the facade that you're portraying as everything starts to collide. You can't forget though you have tried. Don't reject the darkness in your eyes. One more simple question, no one answers, no one mentions the emotion, the commotion that fills your every need, that fills your fantasies. If you let this go much further, there'll be no turning back from me. I will do it, let me prove it. I'll show you what it means to be so devoted to live for it. It's in the air that you breathe. It's the sacrifice of life to sacrifice it Please let me get close. You can't do it alone. You need a hand to hold. Please let me help. Tell me you're just sick of only having big skills that eats you up inside. This emptiness, this loss of life. You know that you're running out of time. One more simple question, no one answers, no one mentions the emotion, the commotion that fills your every need, that fills your fantasies. If you let this go much further, there'll be no turning back from me. I will do it, let me prove it. I'll show you what it means to be so devoted to live for it. It's in the air that you breathe. It's the sacrifice of life to sacrifice it all. What if you could just let go? I will lead you, just follow. All your thoughts of tomorrow, I'll make them disappear. Hand it over, all the pain will be mine to heal. If you let this go much further, there'll be no turning back from me. I will do it, let me prove it. I'll show you what it means to be so devoted to live for it. It's in the air that you breathe. It's the sacrifice of life to sacrifice it
See, I'm still questioning, like, what is his role in this? Is he a part? Is he aware at all? Still a bit of a mystery to me there. All right, let's go. Track 8.
Hey, little girl, there's something you don't know. You have nothing left but this body you control. I'd walk away, but the thought I could start Sinister Smiles shut me up, and they open up their mouths to say, break, break, just break apart. Break, break.
This almost sounds like about an internal struggle, like what's going on within her mind.
Hey, little girl, do you feel satisfied?
like moving us, it sounds like an internal dialogue. Great harmony. Oh, it's like she's trying to hold on, but this thing is saying now just break apart, just lose it. Oh. Such a cool part. The chorus. You're like a little shaker in there. Keep almost hearing like the Adele. You could have had it. You could have had it all. Like there's a little piece in there. It almost sounds like you could cut those together. All right, let's let it roll. I'm really bought in now. Dull knives cut better? Gross, dude. Yeah, see, that last song seemed to be about the voice in her head. This song is kind of revealing that. And the result. There's some really interesting writing on this track. pretty dark. Monsters. All right, track 10.
You don't really wanna be like me. A false pretension of being complete. You don't really wanna understand what it's like to have blood on your hands. You don't deserve the throne, the crown is mine, and I really don't plan to resign. You don't really wanna lose the fear. Dare to try and this stuff, my dear.
We'll have to look that up. Is this like the evil? The voices are finally taking over?
And I don't wanna destroy ya. Open your eyes, cause you can't even see the fact that I just can't be controlled by anything but let's see.
Like the murderous side in her is winning?
Emotion. A perfect scene for the murder queen. You can't always kill what's immortal, but it just doesn't apply to me. Give me something worth living for. My words are what make everything burn. It's not something I like to conceal. I have no mercy and I never will.
That's really interesting adding this in here. These kind of sirens.
And I don't wanna destroy ya. Open your eyes, cause you can't even see the fact that I just can't be controlled by anything but to let see you try. I'm a machine of emotion, a perfect scene for the murder queen. You can't always kill what's immortal, but it just doesn't apply to me.
It's almost this feeling like she can't win over. Almost powerless. Which even the idea of being immortal, it almost sounds like this demonic sense.
And if you wanna destroy me, open your eyes, cause you can't even see the fact that I just can't be controlled by anything but let's see you try. I'm a machine of emotion, a perfect scene for the murder queen. You can't always kill what's immortal, but it just doesn't apply to me. It just doesn't apply to me.
Okay, hold on. Let's go take a look at this real quick to see what is it Japanese? Koroso is a Japanese phrase that literally translates to kill or murder. Okay, so yes, it is this murderous, this immortal force that's just whispering and growing louder, which is cool what they did, right? Just it increased in intensity. Kill, kill, kill. It's like Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Okay. So we're moving into track 11. There are 13 in all. This is Psychotic. We're disposing of the transitions at this point. Okay. Here we go. The insanity is growing. Which is called Psychotic. And it's becoming more unhinged, I feel like, as the album is progressing. Like it starts as this infatuation and then just continues to grow into this psychosis. It's so weird. It's weird as a chant. Like a cheerleading chant. Going crazy on the bass. I'll suggest that next year for my daughter's cheer team. So wild that they chose to present it like this. Let's see where it goes. Oh, she's on the hunt. Oh, it says Hunter. Listen, I don't ever pause. they're doing a great job because I keep making these comments, and then like I look down at the title because immediately it just has this feeling, and then obviously the like I'm breathing down your neck type thing. I'm like, oh, she's on the hunt. It's called Hunter, but I think that's what's so good is like the music, the lyrical content is very much like bringing these feelings and painting this picture, giving really great imagery that it really all ties together very, very well. And again, the increasing insanity as we go through this album, that it almost starts off as this innocent thing and then just begins to feel more and more insidious. And then it's deeper and darker, and then it turns to the internals, and now it's like she's lost this battle and is now becoming external.
The payment that you're running from, the lives that you spent. You taunt me with words that don't make a sound. You mock with your actions, you laugh with no doubt. You relish the pain, we'll cherish it more. 'Cause after this there'll be nothing to feel anymore. Fall onto me now. Your time is running out. Fall onto me now. Your time is running out. When both of your feet fall on the steps you couldn't climb, I'll be there to
This feels like it like as a callback to some older rock.
it's mine. You think you can take my title away? Well, I'm coming back. Better run away. It's my turn. I'll pass the judgment. You can't escape your fate.
I just picture a person like running through the woods, being chased.
At your door and I'm counting to 3. Don't need no permission to take you with me. You went through hell, you'll go through it again. It's not a question of why, it's
Oh, gosh.
a question of when. Fall onto me now.
I'm a little scared.
Time is running out. Fall onto me now. The time is running out. When both of your feet fall on the steps you couldn't climb, I'll be there to hold you under. Take back what is mine. You think you can take my title away? Well, I'm coming back. Better run away. It's my turn. I'll pass the judgment. You can't escape your fate.
Oh. Yeah, this is like the person running through the woods, just frantically looking over their shoulder. Then you get the POV of the stalker.
When both of your feet fall on the steps you couldn't climb, I'll be there to hold you under. Take back what is mine. You think you can take my title away? Well, I'm coming back. Better run away. It's my turn. I'll pass the judgment. You can't escape your fate.
All right. Let's see how we close it up. Oh. Big change.
I don't regret, wish I could forget. 'Cause all the things I've done and all the things I've said don't go away. They stay with me like a constant loop inside my mind that's always on repeat. I know it was wrong, but There is nothing to be done anymore. I won't forgive myself, 'cause pity doesn't help anymore. This is the end. So long, my friends. Stars always seem to fade. It's a little too late to, with bloodstained hands, I make amends. Stars always seem to fade. It's a little too late to start over again. They'll never know, 'cause I'll never say anything about the memories that live inside my head. They stay with me, they don't go away. They haunt me every night while I'm lying in my bed. This is the end. So long, my friends. Stars always seem to fade. It's a little too late to, with bloodstained hands, I make amends. Stars always seem to fade. It's a little too late to start over again. There's nowhere to run. What have I
Yeah, I feel like they're really channeling some older rock vibes.
So long, my friends. Stars
Especially musically.
It's a little too late to, with bloodstained hands, I make amends. Stars always seem to fade. It's a little too late to start again. Start again.
Ah, it's a great chord progression.
Start again.
What an interesting project. I think I was expecting to have a song that was more of a vivid picture of the act taking place. It seems like whatever she did, probably murder, she is, queen of the murder scene, took place between track 12 and 13, like Run, and then track 13 is regret, right? Wishing you could take back something, but you can't. Let's hop in here and see if there's anything else we can find out along the way here. So I think we stopped probably 4 or 5, I think is where we kind of stopped looking into things. So the final song, chapter 1. Okay, we read this one. So then we go into Stalker. Chapter 2, our main character seems that has his lover caught or has the chance to talk to him and is telling him how much she wants him and that someday she will have him. So that's where the section I was trying to figure out, have they actually had any interaction? Or is it still just happening from afar? This song, she's asking him to forgive her about a mistake she made, and she can do anything, but at the end, what is done cannot be erased. That's why the song is called Red Hands Never Fade, because you cannot erase what is done. In this song, she's asking him to not let go this not let this go further, that she just wants to end this with the sacrifice. She has no trouble by doing it as she is so devoted to his love. Is she the sacrifice? Like, this song, it seems that our main character has finally committed the crime. She is in an internal fight with herself where she has to decide to go on with her life, to admit that she was born to be a pawn. This song is our queen losing the control and her body is being taken over. Now she cannot be saved. She's already lost everything. The homonym song of the album. This song is about our main character in his duality with her other part. Why does it keep switching his, her? Which is the innocent one, which is being told that she won't have control over that body again. I think that's what keeps confusing me, this person's interpretation and switching between his and her. Come on. The people are waiting. Here it seems finally our main character has admitted what she has become and is conscious about everything she has done. In this song, our main character is being hunted by the evil side of her, saying she will never take her place and that her time is running out. The story of our main character finally comes to an end. In this song, she realizes everything she has done and that there is nothing to be done to repair all the damage she made, and it's too late to start again with her life. I feel like a lot of these are a little too simplistic. Let's see. Let's take a look here real quick. The warning's rock opera, Queen of the Murder Scene. Concept of the warning serves the climax of protagonist's descent into madness. The song functions as a terrifying confrontation between the queen's fading sanity and her inner psychopath. Yet this is specifically about that song, Queen of the Murder Scene, the whole story. If you've never gotten to this amazing album or want a refresher, this video is an excellent exploration of the album song by song. It's a story in a nutshell. The author's words of the album, it goes song by song through the whole thing. Introduction is nice, short, both audio and video editing are excellent. I was shocked I'd never seen this before. You'll probably want to hear the original debut from Lunario after on the Warning's YouTube page. Okay, so we'll definitely have to take a look at this over on Patreon to really pull everything together, I think. A lot of people are saying good things about this. So she wrote 90% of the songs, said in an interview she loves to see how people react, read into the lyrics. While she had a definite idea in mind, she said she's astounded by how listeners take the songs to the next level, expand the storyline. Most adult bands take years to perfect a concept album. Many end up discarding the idea as too complex. Some bands like Iron Maiden get it right. Some, like King Diamond, might be labeled as taking it a bit too far. But I think The Warning did a fantastic job of telling a story of a young girl who's interested in a guy that won't give her the time of day, slowly falls into heartbreak, turn dark thoughts, which develop into an alter ego. It all leads to the murder of the one she thought she loved. Some say murder-suicide, you decide. The song, The End, gives the suggestion. The genius of the album is one can take any of the songs, play them as a single. Every one of them still works all by themselves. So, yeah, I think that the comments over on Genius, which I don't treat Genius as gospel. I prefer quotes from interviews, things straight from the artist. But obviously we didn't really get much of that on there. And so the interpretation over there was throwing me off a bit. But then again, it's their interpretation. For me, I didn't even sense any kind of murder taking place in between. I really felt like it was this start of something that felt kind of innocent. You're getting your bearings. And then it progresses to this like, oh, okay, wait, there's really an obsession going on here. And that obsession continuing to move forward and eventually bringing to the inner dialogue, the inner demons, this fighting of something that they feel there is no longer within their control. They just have to give in, which leads to the murder. And then after that, this regret of what they've done. So yeah, you guys let me know in the comments. For some of you, this has probably been a bit of an infuriating video going through it, but I'm trying to absorb it in real time and sense what's going on. I'm glad we ended up doing it the way that we did it, which is very different for me. One of the big things that we do on here is really getting to kind of look in and understand things that are going on, but this was a very different album. And concept albums for me, it's a bit of a new thing because I just haven't encountered many of them. So thanks for hanging out with me through it. I'll probably be checking out this video over on Patreon. Are there any music videos from this? Let's see. Oh, that's an interesting thumbnail with Bam Margera there. Let's see. The Warning, Queen of the Murder Scene. Okay, so obviously we got live videos. But it doesn't appear that there are any music videos for this. I wonder if there's one full live concert. I know we got some clips. Well, we'll look around, see what all we can find and put together. Ultimately, kind of some final thoughts for this. I think it is really impressive for these young women to, number one, decide, hey, we want to do a concept album, sit down, ideate, how can this progression work? What's it going to be about? And then have very insightful lyrics along the way. Some really, what's the word? Man, there's a word I'm looking for that I can't think of. Genius isn't the word. The word's failing me clearly. But just this unique way of going about telling the story and being insightful about it and the progression with it. And while at the same time, with really great music and obviously vocally, they're incredible. I felt like, even though I'm not very familiar with older rock, there were just these sounds and these moments that felt like these kind of maybe pointing towards some of their influences that I found very interesting. But altogether, really fun project. I look forward to digging a little bit deeper and getting to listen back through it on my own. But share your thoughts in the comments. Always open for that. Love having conversation there. And again, if you are interested at all, we have hundreds of hours of additional content from dozens of artists, including The Warning already over on Patreon. It is the best way to support this channel, as obviously these videos are not monetizable and we're building a great community over there. So feel free to give it a look, see if it's something you might be interested in. Look forward to seeing you in the comments. Thanks for hanging out. I hope to see you in the next one. We're eating good.